Alrighty, Freedom family. I just returned from Florida. I didn't really damage much. At least I didn't damage anything I couldn't repair.
Okay, let's go.
So this is the teak that was there, right? Which is the hatch, but I think I'm just gonna keep the teak forward over there a little bit, but I did the careful work on this, so. Man, what a long day this has been. My back is hurting. I'm ruining my brand new headsets. Like, I'm hitting them on everything. But I'm super psyched with the progress, man. Like, both sides of the decks, the side deck, are soaked. They're soaked. I'm gonna let the decks dry out a little bit and do some real good recon, see what's going on down there. Thing about this for me is my left leg that I hurt a few times playing sports and my lower back. No bueno. Yeah, epoxy down. For sure. Yeah. Too big. All right. All right. Stand back, everybody. Stand back. In next week's episode, I'll show you how I removed this small section that had been previously put down using West Systems 2-part epoxy. Anyone out there know what this is? If so, please comment below, because I know a lot of people are questioning it or very interested. It's like a snake skin, and you just kind of peel it back. Remember, this was probably 1984, 83. Yeah, boat was done in 85, so I'm imagining, yeah, 2 years before that. Snake skin. Maybe I'll take some home tonight and cook it up for supper. Yummy, yum. Good morning and welcome to day 4 of our 1985 Northwind 40 Teak removal. Now, if you've been watching, you'll see that we had 3 days prior to this that had some good progress, but I am super pumped for today's episode because I'm brought in the reinforcements. I've got Scott on board, already taking a look. We've got Kristen coming in here in a few hours, so we're super pumped to get all this work going, so no better time than now. Let's do it. So we had a little bit of a discovery today. We reported previously that we had a hollow core. That might not be the truth. What we figured out here, I'll show you, is if you look at this, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it looks like there's like a hatch here or a porthole, if you could see that, right? It's same exact location, now here on the port side. This is where I drilled. This was hollow throughout. So what we're thinking is maybe it was built like that from the factory, and then the original owner said, no, we don't want that, we want the bigger hatches. So maybe the factory then plugged it, epoxied it. More to follow on that, because we're checking now, make sure everything's not soft, and I got to get into ripping more teak off so we can get a better idea. So that's the update for now. It's all going to come up, but that's where I'm thinking it would fix.
Put it back.
Right,
yeah.
right.
But it's got to come up.
I just, you know what, maybe we'll find a diamond ring or some cash stone somewhere. That's what I want. You know what, if I did find that, I would still do all this work myself. You know, it's so satisfying. I've never done anything like this before. And get my hands on it.
I told you I record a boat, small boat.
Yeah, you showed me the picture of that.
Basically what I did is I cut out the whole, so you know you have the sandwich?
Yep.
I cut out the upper layer, peeled it out, scraped out all the balsa, I put in composite, and then put another layer of glass on top of it. It took me a year.
Yeah. And how big was the boat?
Garage,
17?
When I lived in West Texas, 17-foot boat, took me a year.
That's not very doesn't make me very
I was working like 4 to midnights at the airline.
Yeah.
I would come home like 1 in the morning. I'd work till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Go to sleep at like 5. Wake up at like 11 or noon.
Yep.
back to work. That was my work site. At the time, to do it, to finish it, and this is a small boat, it was $1,000 of West System epoxy.
And what year was that?
And we're talking 1998.
So that's doubled or tripled now.
Yeah, $1,000 just to do a 17-foot boat of West System, 2-part epoxy. Another $500 of stuff called Clegcell, which is a composite, what you put in place of the balsa.
Crazy.
One of those things you do once in your life.
Yeah.
And then
so they call the labor of
I was
love.
so happy with the way it came out. I bought a brand new 2.5 Merc. Two-stroke.
Outboard?
Two-stroke.
Yeah.
Put it on, and it was a 75-mile-an-hour boat.
Jeez. So this is my thought here. I wanted to leave some of the original teak. So I think I might just leave it like this. I'm gonna remove all of this. Every single piece of teak's coming off the boat. But then I could take it home, I could refinish it, reseal it, do it like really, really nice. Use other boards that I've taken off to replace anything that might need to be replaced. But I'm gonna do that a few sections in the boat. What do you guys think of that idea? Drop a comment below, let me know. You know, I love it because it's completely unique, it's different, and it's keeping the 40-year-old romantic part of the boat, which I really like. I'll tell you what, guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is to be organized. That's what's killed me. Hours every single day trying to find this tool. This tool's not here. I gotta go home. I gotta come back, or this battery ran out and I don't have it now. So I'm getting a little bit more organized as I go, and I really hope to be able to stay here for a full day and rock this stuff out. What I'm going to do is glue this now and not attempt to take this out yet, because I want to save this. I can't cut this craziness here, but I want to see what that is. If that's a plug or if that's a screw. Okay, good.
No matter how careful I was, some of the teak did break. I'll repair it so you'd never know it happened. Look for that in an upcoming episode.
Not a permanent fix, just to try to keep it in place while I'm tearing this stuff out. And the same with this guy here. I mean, this is beautiful here. Hate to do this. Hate to do this. Oh, that might be a screw. Arg. No! Awful. Awful. All right, I'm gonna go the long way. Long way, which is the right way. Okay guys, so we did a little bit of a swap here. Scott took off a few minutes ago and Kristen jumped in. Here she is.
Hello.
So what we're trying to do now is clean up a little bit. So Kristen's on the cleanup duty, just sweeping up some of that nasty snakeskin glue stuff that we don't know what is, and all the little scraps. And I'm gonna continue removing some of the teak. Check this out. So this is a little bit of a panel I managed to keep together. That goes behind the mast. So that's where I'm gonna make like the custom teak that goes up, because we do want to preserve some of the history of this. And I think, Kristen and I were just talking, I think we might keep the teak going around each hatch.
It almost looks like trim.
We'll just, I'll try to maybe bevel the edges a little bit, smooth coming down. Obviously, I'm gonna take it up first and dry everything out and redo the teak and the caulking and all that, but I think that would look very nice.
Different, custom.
Yeah, completely custom, that's what we love. You know, something nobody else has. For now, gotta get back to work, man. Can't be a slacker like this. And it was just filling up like butter, see? Considering keeping these hatches, I don't know. Satisfying is that? Now that's the way it should come up every time. Okay, so I'm back at the transom, cleaning out the part right here where it steps up, where this is the master suite back in here. And I'm happy to see that this is actually a part. It's not like dropped on top and then sealed in. This is molded, so less chance of water coming in, so that's fantastic. So very happy about that. And we're making some progress. So, doing well, just getting tired, but we're doing well. This was definitely done after factory, maybe within probably 10 years. It's Sikaflex. It's gotta be. It's impossible to get off. Super, super, super strong. We're 5,200. You know? Trying to take out all the final screws. Might be a couple more left, I don't know. And notes to the pot to see if what our totals are, so you guys can guess and win 2 free t-shirts. So much work, jeez. No one said it was gonna be easy. Looks good on this side, the teak. This side is soaked through. Now we'll be dry, so let's see if we can dry it out and keep that there. I kind of like it. Plus, it'd be better to keep it there because then it's a lot less work for me, and it's part of the original boat, hopefully. We're making some pretty long-term decisions here as we clean up and as we take teak off. Mainly where we want to replace teak, and the bow is one of them here. So have a look. It's a big locker, and then obviously the windlass controls, and all the way up front, right? So I wanted to keep the lockers, but I think it would look nicer if this was all non-skid up to this point. And I replaced the teak panels in here and just made all of this teak perfect. So it's just the bow of the boat, teak. I think that'd be nice. Let me know in the comments below, because I was also thinking maybe here and coming around or straight across. This way I can include said hatch. Let us know, guys, what you think. I really want to think out of the box with this boat and do something completely unique and different, because that's what we are. You know, this is a very new project for us. We've never done anything like this. We're loving it, but we caught the DIY fever, so help us out. Thanks. You gotta know when you're done and call it quits. I'm walking away from this son of a bitch.
This boat has carried stories for 40 years, and we're just getting started. If you believe it's never too late to rebuild, to learn, or to choose a different course, subscribe to Sailing SV Freedom and come along for the journey. And if the episode helped you, share it with someone who needs a little reminder that work is worth it. Until next time, our friends, fair winds and following seas.
Lights, camera, rolling, action.
I tell you what, guys, I can't tell you how much I forgot the words. I can't tell you how much I forgot the words. I can't tell you how important, that's what it is, break.